Ian, you're the boss of ActivePipe in the UK. You've got loads of agents using you at the moment, but what's the one thing that you wish your existing clients would do more of with ActivePipe to get a better return on investment? Talk to me.
Well, the challenge for us is that a lot of agents that use the platform are effectively using it as a pretty MailChimp. So it looks great, and then it's delivering the basics of sending their emails out. But the bit that really frustrates us is that we want agents to be using it as a proper tool to drive revenue and proactively use it.
So they're almost buying a Ferrari but using it as a Fiesta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or having a Ferrari and not getting out of second gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does that actually look like? What do they need to change?
And
let's look at it from the boss's point of view, and let's look at it from the neg's point of view. You can go whichever one you want first.
Okay. I think that from the boss's point of view, it's sometimes the discord between a marketing department and the guys front of house. So the marketeers love ActivePipe because it saves them loads of time. It puts beautifully crafted emails together. But then front of house, the important part is making sure the negotiator integrates using ActivePipe alongside their CRM and alongside the other things that they're doing day to day. And for the boss running an agency, that's the bit that you want to focus on.
Is there any way that ActivePipe talks to CRM or CRM talks to ActivePipe to ensure that the hot leads are chased up and also the boss knows whether those are happening or not?
We do that in many ways. I mean, firstly, there's a two-way feed that we have with their CRM. Secondly, we send out reports to clients every Sunday evening with a summary of the activity that's gone from the previous week. But the most important part, Chris, really from us, is that we provide them training and we help them every week to get more from ActivePipe. So that training can be online demos, which you'll be familiar with, but we also do face-to-face training. So, we go into, it can be managers' meetings, it can be a office meeting in the morning to help negotiators and managers understand the platform better.
So what would you say to the negotiators watching this who use ActivePipe? What advice would you give to them?
Well, if they know their business is using ActivePipe, that if we look at that community first, they need to be making sure that they spend time to understand the platform fully and not just think it's there to run the emails behind the scenes. Because if I started off as a negotiator back in the 80s, and I would be using it like an applicant card box because it's going to tell
hot
me
boxes.
Yeah, the lovely
hot
box. Yeah,
yeah. Those of you who are over 40 would remember hot boxes, but we didn't used to have electronic CRM systems. We have to write down on a card people's details, didn't we?
Yeah,
Remember the days.
And actually, I still have that practice of when I was an agent, where I'd write the same things in the same bits that I used to on a card.
Yes.
But I think the key that we've lost in agency is the immediacy of that hot box. And sometimes on a screen, agents struggle.
Very easy to press a button, isn't it? And just send the emails.
Yeah.
But that's the wonderful thing about ActivePipe is it tells you who's clicking on the emails and interacting with them. Why do you think negotiators don't follow things up or don't, almost pick the low-hanging fruit? Is it because they're too busy, or?
I think there's still a lot of the hunt and kill mentality.
Okay, I know we're going to talk about that in greater detail in another video, but go on, just touch on it now.
Well, I'll touch on it in a little bit more detail, and as much as that I feel that it's the immediacy of today. They get on with that, but they're not thinking of how they need to be developing their business for tomorrow. And I think also they need to be thinking of making effective phone calls. So, I'd rather a negotiator is making 10 effective phone calls than making 50, which are, are you still house hunting? Those types of conversations, and I hear it up and down the country, are just not what.
But do you think this is a millennial thing? Because again, most millennials are going to be negotiator age, or vice versa. But is that because they don't like picking the phone up to people, prefer communication through texting or WhatsApp?
Well, I think the younger negotiators that come into our industry really do struggle with picking up the phone, or even dealing with people coming into the office, heaven forbid. You know, that's the stuff that I think is where training should be focused. Because, you know, I sit in many agents' offices now, and all I can hear is a tap, tap, tap of the keyboard. And that is, you know, I would run, if it was me, I'd run some sessions where you're just concentrating on phone work.
Maybe there's some more training sessions that ActivePipe could do for their existing clients.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the gift that keeps giving. Is there anything else that you wish your clients would do, be it bosses or negs?
No, I think the key part for me is making sure that, and it goes for, you know, not just ActivePipe tech, but all tech or other things that agents are using. They use it effectively. They don't just buy it 'cause it's a new shiny thing and it looks lovely to have on their desktop, but they actually make use of it because it does work.
Maybe you might do this already, but maybe you could actually film the ones that are using it best. You could interview those negs and put those videos out and share around the country.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris.